And the Lakers are Conor McGregor.
That close?
I'm not sure the Lakers have a puncher's chance.
Not yet. That is very nice, sir.
Might take just a little while before then. You already heard the guys allude to a couple of the storylines leading into this NBA draft. And right at the top, Boston had the opportunity to pick number one. They'd never picked number one in the common draft era. And they dealt away that pick. Old Dio and Danny took care of business. 7 potential first-rounders over the next 3 drafts. He's got the number 3. Philly, for the second straight year, will have the number 1. Remember, Ben Simmons didn't play 1 second this past year. He was the number 1 overall pick a year ago, and still they improved by 18 games. Lakers, for the 3rd straight year, will pick second. The Angelo Russell, though this trade has not been finalized, still officially listed as proposed, almost certainly on his way to Brooklyn, so he'll be out. Brandon Ingram will still be around. And Jay mentioned this. The first 10 picks in this draft projected to be freshmen. That would be a record for any draft. Current record is 4, sitting back in 2014. So it is the era of the one and dones. And one of the reasons that we've had so much movement and talk is because there's not a bunch of salary cap room coming in the offseason as there has been the last couple of years with teams trying to move assets around. And because of that, there's news constantly and stories churning. Jeff Goodman with us throughout the evening. Jeff, what's the latest you have right now?
You know, this draft race could get very interesting as soon as number 3, and that's when Boston Celtics and Danny Ainge pick. He's got a ton of assets. He's been in talks with the Knicks for Porzingis. They're still far apart from what I'm told. And then at number 4, if Josh Jackson is still available, which he very well could be, the Phoenix Suns are fielding plenty of calls from teams that have Jackson at number 1 on their board. Clippers, Sacramento, other teams could try to get up to get Josh Jackson, Reese. So we're going to see some fireworks potentially early on.
All right, Jeff, we'll keep an eye on it. You know, for the first time in the common draft era, we will have consecutive drafts, which exactly the same 4 teams make the first 4 picks. And after that trade between Philadelphia and Boston, they will pick in precisely the same order as they did a year ago. Whether those picks will actually line up on those teams remain to be seen. However, it does seem as if Philadelphia and Los Angeles are set on making sure that their top 2 picks stay exactly where they are after they're selected, beginning with Markelle Fultz. We have a couple of reports, starting with the Sixers and Mark Schwartz.
Reese, it's full speed ahead here in Philadelphia, where the Sixers love the 6'4" point guard out of Washington with the 6'10" wingspan. They say Markelle Fultz has the greatest upside in this draft over the next 10 years. As for the unicorn in the room, Sixers say they did reach out to the Knicks about Kristaps Porzingis. That was before the Boston trade. They say they would never consider including a number 1 for the unicorn. Now, let's play some Lonzo ball with Ramona Shelburne and the Lakers.
Thanks, Mark. Well, I just spoke to Lakers head coach Luke Walton and said, "What's the mood up in that war room?" He said, "We're excited." I mean, they were one bad bounce away from not having a draft pick in this draft at all. Now they have the number 2 overall pick. And I said, "You know, you had that last year too, Luke. How is this year different?" He goes, "Well, last year I just got here. I drove down from Oakland to become the new head coach a couple days right before the draft. This year he's actually the veteran. Rob Pelinka, the new GM, and Magic Johnson are running the show for the first time." Now, if the Lakers keep the number 2 overall pick, I'm told that they will select Lonzo Ball from UCLA and make LeVar Ball, his father, right all along when he said, "You've just got to speak it into existence." Reese, back to you.
LeVar has been speaking quite a lot. Lonzo is a man of fewer words for sure, but it is going to be in existence that Lonzo Ball will stay in Los Angeles. Folks, those 2 guys go at each other during the Pac-12 season, and perhaps they will be the guys to go head-to-head and lead their squads into contention. What about Markelle Fultz, Jim?
Oh, Mark Schwartz mentioned as a 6'10" wingspan. Stay in your lane. That's me. Nice man. Markelle Fultz, it's remarkable how much he is like James Harden in the way that he plays.
Get him that
ball handler in this draft. Excellent off pick and rolls. He's a 3-level scorer. Deep middle game, can get all the way to the rim. And Lonzo Ball is basically.
See, guys, when I pick it up when the draft starts.